Hey Marty, Lisa Kellum, Beth Urban, Carol, Susan, sorry. I missed you too dearly. I I can't even put into words. Uh, I can't. I miss you. All I do. I think I have things back um, in at a grasp. I think I have things in a grasp. Candy, I appreciate that. A little while back. First of all, I looked back on my page, and since I've seen you crafting, it's been since July, the beginning of July. And for that, I am so very sorry. Um, Life, we tell you to go at your own pace, and I am certainly going at my own pace. So I hope that you are doing the same as me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I hope you're doing the same as me and going at your very own pace. Oh my gosh, I missed you. You guys, for the next 2 months, I'm going to be wrapped up in our event that Tammy and I are doing here in person. We still do have a couple seats available. Hey everyone, hey Audrey. I'm doing okay. My uncle is now out of rehab and back at home. And we're gonna see. If you were in the creative coaching group last night, I talked a little bit about what was kind of going on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'll tell you guys, it's been so long. I have been creating, just so that you know, I've been every Thursday still in the creative coaching group. That's my definitely a priority and an obligation. So I've been there. But other than that, I've been exhausted. There's no other word for it. I've been exhausted. My great uncle has required some of my attention, a lot of my attention. And so I've been helping him. His wife of 55 years passed away on the anniversary of my grandmother passing away, which happens to be his sister. It's been a long time. It's possible to do on a 14-inch. I've tried your pancake tutorial in the portal and can't find one. Is it possible to do on 14-inch? Yeah, I always do the pancake wreath on a 14-inch frame. That's how I make it originally. That's how I always make it. You can make it on bigger, and I've heard you've made it on small. You can make it on smaller, but I always make it on a 14-inch frame. I have missed you so much. Angie Dunkel! Whew! I am happy to be back. The boutique where I sell desperately needs my attention. So you will see me a lot over the weekend, I hope. Because if I'm going to be making wreaths, I may as well be with you, and they need some of my attention. I haven't seen them since I've seen y'all, pretty much. And that's not a good thing. I feel like sometimes I walk in there with my head hanging low, like, I'm sorry, please forgive me. They're the greatest gals that ever walked the earth, so I hope they do, but... Hey, from Jacksonville. Hey, Peggy Forbes. Do you know, probably get all this all the time, but I guess I'm missing it. Are the Dollar Tree frames okay? Yes. Donna, I use the Dollar Tree frames all of the time. In fact, they're the #1 frames that I use for all of my pancake stuff. Because I'm not touching my stuff all over here. They are the #1 wreaths that I order by the hundreds and use for my pancake style wreaths. because they're, they're inexpensive, of course, but my pancake style, they're not heavy, okay? So I can use those Dollar Tree frames in confidence, knowing that, knock on any wood, they're not going to give me trouble. I've used them for years. They're my number one. They're my number one for the pancake style, and oh, that's got to go on the ground. Look at that. Whoopsie. Do you pay rent or commission based at the boutique? So the boutique where I sell may be different than the boutiques in your area. I do a little bit of both at mine. It is a little bit of rent, a little bit of commission. But I taught a whole class on how to be a vendor, how to look for a boutique, how to be successful being a vendor at a boutique. And you can find that class at sincerelycreativemom.com. Just go there, click on classes, and then it is all replays because it was done very nicely. Several hours of training, lots of good information in there. These ribbons are 2.5 inches wide. So let's start off for 1 second. Humor me here. If you don't mind me asking, how much would you sell a pancake style for? So on an average, I sell them for $79. I also did a whole huge class. That is my Uncle Ron calling. I also did a whole huge class on pricing. We have a system here. If he's in trouble, he calls me twice right in a row. So unless that, he knows I'll just call him back. I forget what I was saying. Oh, I was interested. So it's been a long time since I've been here. How many of you have never seen me before? Who do we have to welcome? Now, it might have been a while, but I know so many of you are returning viewers. So for all of you who are new, I know we have a bunch of people who would love to say hello and welcome, including myself. Okay, so this is how I always start. Usually when you see me starting, I have this much ready for you ahead of time, but I'm really kind of getting alive before I have to go pick up the kids. My uncle's doing well. He's home from the hospital in the rehab as of today. I went to pick him up, get him all situated. Okay, so I do a thing called a pancake style. Okay, it is a thin wreath that usually is about, it's under 3 inches. It's under 3 inches, okay? It's still going to be nice and round. You'll see it's going to be still nice and pretty. But the depth of it. Hey, Gina, for the very first time. I'm new to watching you on your own page. Hey, Beth, where did you find me? Where differently did you find me? Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much, Deanna. I appreciate that. I gotta find the little cutter, this thing. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna do 20 inches. So I work on a 14-inch frame. I work on a 14-inch frame. What am I doing here? Oh, I do it this way. Ha! That's how long it's been since I made a wreath. Oh my gosh, talk about embarrassed. Thank you, Joanne. Hey, Beverly. Aw, Deanne, you guys are all so sweet. It is going to be a very fast 2 months. Tammy and I are psycho working on our event. We have 7 tickets available, 7 tickets left. One of those tickets, one of the people who have bought a ticket already, or well, now I'm already talking about secrets I'm not supposed to talk about. We have a special guest coming, a special attendee, a special thing. I gotta stop talking. It is not Damon, by the way. Damon is not going to make it to our event. He's got 2 masterminds in October, and he is not going to make it. But we do have... I know, Carol Ann, I know! I'm back. 20 inches on the mesh. 20 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do 12, 9, 10, 11, 12 at 20 inches. Jill Sargo. How's school going for the kids? Kids have not started school yet. We're still in summer camp. They start school on the 6th. I know, that's crazy. I mean, I bet y'all have all started back forever. Okay, these go on the top for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all know the ones that come off closer to the inside of the roll. Those are the ones I put on the inside of my design. On the inside of the design. That glue is still on. Try to not. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Gail! Gail's coming to see us in October. Angie Dunkel, there's still room for you. Okay, for those of you who have not watched me before, this is, your school started 8 days ago. Wow, really? This week is start of school. Oh my gosh. August 8th. Whoa, Michelle, that was way early. 4 weeks now. Holy moly. We got out June 15th or 16th or something, or 17th maybe. And then we start back on the day after Labor Day. Okay, Gail, I'm so excited. This is a 14-inch frame, and we're going to do what I call a pancake style. If those of you who have been watching us forever, or you just found us for the very first time, this is a great moment for you to share our video and tell everybody that we're live making a wreath again. Brian Shook is going to be there in October. This is not a kit, however, Joanne, I do have 2 kits available right now. One's a fall, one's a Halloween. And then I will have, over the course of the next 48 hours, I'll have a couple more. Trust me, I got a whole bunch for y'all to get out. Also, if you do buy kits and you're buying 2 at a time, the system, Etsy will charge you twice for shipping. My husband, when he goes in to send your package, he'll refund the difference, like what we don't need in shipping, so that you're not paying the cost of 2, so you kind of get a little break there. So just FYI on that. Hey, Margaret Finney. All right, a 14-inch frame, we have 12 twist ties. So on this frame, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rings, and we have 6 brackets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I always do this. It's for my pancake style. This is what I always do. I take ring 1 and 2 right where the brackets are, and I put my first pipe cleaners there. So I'm going to go in, crisscross, twist, twist. My goodness, I have missed you so stinking much. Hey, Rhonda. I'm going to go around all of them and do the same thing. Crisscross, twist, twist. First wreath class last week, they made a pancake wreath. They all loved it. More classes coming. Thanks for the class. Janet, you are so very welcome. I will also say this. Thank you, Kathy. I'll also say this. Even though I haven't been live, I have definitely been working on my business. I have a very good plan going for next year that you, I think, are going to enjoy and like and love. As you go through business, your direction changes, right? It changes sometimes. And get this off. Your direction changes, and your what you want to do changes. A lot of the folks from the Oh My Garlands class asked for something specific, so if you took that class and you requested what was coming next, it's very highly likely that what you asked for is coming close. The end of this year, we do have a workshop coming up with the creative coaches. We, of course, Tammy and I have our big event coming up in October that we are head over heels about. Hey, Elizabeth. Oh, Rhonda, I missed you guys so much. Okay, we have 12 twist ties on here. We have 6 on the inside, so 6 on ring 1 and 2 right where the brackets are, and then 6 on the outside right in between the brackets. Okay, right in between the brackets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our mesh that we cut 20 inches long, and I'm going to just ruffle it up right up the center. Okay, so the natural curl kind of goes into, I guess, it kind of goes under, or, you know, so it's rolling this way. So I'm just going to ruffle it right up the center right here, trying to keep it as little as I can, as little as possible. Nice little pinch. See how it comes out and makes a nice big statement here? I'm covering lots of ground. I'm going to start on the outside first. So for those of you who have not seen me do this, I start on the outside and I complete it with the ribbons for a very specific reason. And once I get to that inside, you'll see why. But here we are, covering it, going overlap so that we have a nice big flat piece. Remember, our goal here is to go in between the door and storm door. So many things have happened since I've created with you. Hey, Marlena! Marlena, I hear Robert wanted to watch a movie with you last night, and you you basically said you would rather watch Mel. Is that the truth? Did I read that right, Marlena? So on the outside, the twist ties are a little bit further apart from each other. So I mean, from here to here is a little bit further than here to here. So you see this mesh, it's barely touching right here. Looks like a spider web. It does look like, oh, it does look like a spider web. Ooh, they should make this in black and white. If only I knew someone who has an influence. Do you make a lot of pancakes? Yes. So when you see me here live on the Sincerely Creative Mom page, you'll probably always see me make pancake style wreaths. It's the thing that sells the most at the boutique where I sell. If you watch me inside the Creative Coaching Group, pancakes are the last thing I do. We do all sorts of things. Yesterday we did a really cute little fall. We were talking about recipes, but a couple weeks ago I did a huge Halloween garland that I keep walking by. I haven't hung it yet. It's beautiful. I can't wait for y'all to see it when it's hanging. Oh, I've missed you, Jennifer. A wreath making class in September and October. 2 questions. They're asking for a fluffy wreath. Any suggestions? Also in your class you mentioned Eventbrite to collect money in advance. Any suggestions? Yes, yes, and yes. So Jennifer, I would do what I would create what you create the most. It's easiest to teach. So like right now, I know this recipe like I know the back of my hand, and so I can follow along and hang out with you guys and talk back and forth. Hey Maria, oh my gosh, I missed you guys so stinking much. But if they want a fluffy wreath, by all means, you know, if you haven't made one yet, I have plenty of videos here. Not plenty. There's a few videos that have bigger wreaths. Hey Becky Jones, we are never going to watch Top Gun. Marlena, Robert's calling you out, Marlena. Anyway, there are fluffy wreath videos in here. You just have to dig for them. I'm so happy to be back. Oh, okay. So if you've never watched me before, I do have a method to my madness. Thank you, Becky Jones. Becky, this is so if y'all don't know Becky, Becky is a helper of mine. She is in the background taking care of my life for me. and she helps me with my lives. Becky, this is from Jane's Front Door Decor. So she's on Etsy. Jane's Front Door Decor is on Etsy. If you go her, she has the cutest signs. If you use the code sincerely10, like my business name, Sincerely Creative. If you use sincerely10, she'll give you 10% off your order. She has really, really cute stuff. I'm going to try my very hardest to get back to normal. My uncle, you know, we've been working it out, and he's back at home now. All right, I'm going to walk through this because I realize I haven't maybe walked through this with some of you, so I'm going to show it to you once, and then I'm going to walk through it with you in just a second. This is going to be cute. So this is that embossed, kind of shimmery leaf ribbon. I love that. I love it in all the colors. So here's what I do. I take 2 ribbons. Oh my gosh. Aw, Terry. Oh my gosh. You guys, you're not going to believe it. So for Halloween, oh my gosh. So for Halloween, Addison really wanted to be Hermione from Harry Potter. And Grayson, that's what we're watching tonight, by the way, Harry Potter. So Addison wanted to be Hermione from Harry Potter. Her and Grayson talked about it, and Grayson's going to be Harry Potter. I'm going to be one of the professors from Harry Potter, and I'm pretty sure we have Aaron talked into being Hagrid. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yes, that's it, Andy. Jane's Front Door Decor. Yep, if you use the code Sincerely10, she'll give you 10% off. Okay, I just squish it up the center, super tiny, and then I fold it. I like make it come out towards me. Like everything's got to come to the edge. All these points are going to come towards the edge, right? If you run your hand along the edge here, you want all those ribbons, look, you want all those ribbons to touch you, okay? So, out like this, I got my favorite ribbon on the top. That's the one I'm going to see the most of. Because you see how this one kind of covers this one a little bit, but I can see all of that ribbon. All right, crisscross. I'm so excited. Twist, 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 twist. Like 7 or 8 times. Mostly, it's about an inch here. It's about an inch there. Okay. Cut it off. Uh-oh, I'm seeing something in that. Seeing something. I'm gonna tuck that underneath here. Okay, now you can barely see that. You can barely see it. My husband passed away a few years ago. No, Jacqueline. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Dang it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh man. Okay, I'm going to pull these apart. Jacqueline, I don't have any helpful words for you. I don't. I'll send you prayers for sure. I'll pull these apart and spread them apart. Oh, I'm so sorry. The ribbons are 14 inches. That's my favorite. 14 inches is my favorite. Yes, Becky. Thank you very much, dear. Becky Jones, I miss you. See, I miss everybody. Oh, life has definitely been busy. Way, way, way busier than normal. Spending a lot of time at my uncle's, who lives an hour away from me. And we're getting ready to start school, so we have, on Tuesdays we have dance with Addison. On Wednesdays we have soccer with Grayson. On Thursdays, both kids have gymnastic. On Fridays we have slumber party night and do nothing. On Saturday morning, Grayson has his soccer games, and then right after that he has basketball. And then Saturday, the rest of the day, there's nothing. And then Sunday mornings are swim class for both kids. Then we family grocery shop, which has become a thing, and well, fruit market rather. And then Nothing. And in between, I'm working on my, helping my uncle, his house needs a lot of care. And he needs a lot of care. This is really pretty, by the way. Does hiding the stems under the ribbon help to make sure the ribbon are more perky? Not necessarily. I just hide it so that you don't see it, because it's like just the end of the it's just the end of the, you know, because I also forget my words. This thing, it's the end of that, and so it's not really, you know, it's not really part of the design. It's not really attractive, so I just hide it so that you don't see it. The ties. What are these? I'll get it in a second. I forget. Okay. Important. Pull them apart. Pull them apart. So pull them apart from each other, because when you crunch them up, they kind of, you know, become one almost. So you gotta pull them apart and then spread them apart, so that you can see. Oh, look at all those ribbons. How pretty. Chanel stems. That's not the word. It is the word, but it's not the pipe cleaners. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Yes, Rhonda. Angie Dunkel. Oh. Gosh, I miss you guys. Pipe cleaner. Pipe cleaner, pipe cleaner, pipe cleaner. You know who's a very good prayer? Coach Fancy. All right, so now I have everything on the outside. You still see these are sticking up ready for me to come on the inside, okay? On purpose. I did that on purpose. Now I have everything on the outside done. I get to move into the center and do the exact same thing. I get to do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna, this is 20 inches on the mesh. I'm gonna scrunch it up right up the center. Hey, Trina. Right up the center, right up the center, right up the center. Oh, Jacqueline. Oh, dear. Hi, Jody. Hi, Sheena. Hey, everyone. Okay, same thing, right on top, overlapping. Now, our job as a wreath maker is to what? What's our job when we're making a wreath? What's our job? What's our job? What's your job as a wreath maker? I do use the Dollar Tree frames, yes. What's our job as the wreath maker? Other than to make something pretty for somebody's house and to make other people feel good and you know, all those things. Other than that, what's your job when you're making the wreath, the structure of the wreath? What's your job? Anyone? Cover the frame. Yes, Angela Butler. Yes, cover the frame. That's our number one job. No matter what it is, right? Let's say you're working on an evergreen base and you're designing for Easter. You don't want to see the evergreen base, right? Let's say you're working with a metal frame and you're making any holiday, anything. You don't want to see that metal base, that base right there that I know you can see. I don't want to see it. Cover the guts. Yes, cover the guts. Right? I don't want to see it. So look at what happens. I have my first layer of mesh here, and they were barely touching, right? Then I come along and put the next layer, and then this, so see that circle goes like that. Okay, it goes right over this. And then this one goes right over that. So now, no frame. No frame. Okay? No frame. Now, this is a nice mesh. It has the jute in it. It has this white decorative cotton white. So it helps to cover that. Even when you are working with the value mesh, okay, even when you're working with the value mesh, you still want to work on covering up that frame. Now, look at how much of the mesh, even though you can still see it a little bit, you can see it here, but look at how much that ribbon covers up that mesh. So even when you're working on a frame and you're using value mesh, even when you are, value mesh is real plain. There's nothing to it. There's no extra foil. There's no pretty stuff. There's no border. There's no, pattern. There's no nothing to it, right? Even when you're working with that, your ribbon will do a lot of work covering up that mesh for you. What size pieces are they? These are 20 inches. I've never pancake yet. Carrie, you've never made a pancake wreath yet? All right, well, you're going to have to text me and let me know when you do. Text me a picture of it. Oh, okay, also, hey, Barbara, I forgot to tell you. So if you follow Damon, you know that the texting costs have changed, okay? So now, to send everybody on my list a text, it costs me a nice little chunk of fee, okay? So I'm not going to send a message every time I'm live. I know that stinks, but I'll be honest, I can't afford to do that. So I won't send a text every time I'm live, but I will send some. And, updates on the event, or when I have lots of kits available. So I'm not going to be texting you as much, but as a group. But you can text me and I can text you back, like directly. Like if you have a question or you want to send me a picture or anything, we can do that together, no problem, okay? Okay, I'm going right on top. Look at how pretty and how much coverage this goes. This is my first time. Oh, hey! Hey, Trina. Thanks, Becky Jones. What size frame are you using? This is a 14-inch frame. Thank you, Becky Jones. Hi, Jane. Okay, putting in our last piece here. Oh my gosh, I missed you guys. Holy guacamole. Right on top. Right? Now, believe it or not, this wreath, when I'm done, is going to be about 4 inches deep. So from the top of the bow to the table, it's going to be about 4 inches. Now, I know that sounds very crazy, but I live here in Michigan and most of us have screen doors. And to people who are used to putting their wreath between the door, and here I am telling them, oh no, it's okay, you can put it on the outside of the door. Not too many of them were down with that. So I had to come up with a different thing, something different. Do you cut or use a heat thingy? So on this, we just used the rotary cutter. I don't know where it went, but we used the rotary cutter. For the wreath, for the flower that we're gonna do tonight, we're gonna cut them with a wood burner. So tonight, I'm not sure what time, but this evening, after my kids are in bed, we're going to make a flower for Flower Friday. Tammy started Flower Friday, and I'm jumping on that bandwagon because I think it's super cute. This is a pancake wreath. Yes, you just cut your mesh or heat seal it. So I cut this one with this here. With a rotary cutter. This was cut. And then this, the poly burlap mesh, will be cut with a wood burner. We'll do that tonight. So if you're watching the replay, you can just go back to the video. This is live right now at Friday at, I don't know what time it is, 3 o'clock or something. Oh my gosh, I've missed you so much. Damon sent a beautiful basket of flowers for his funeral. Oh, yes. Aww. So sweet. Oh dear. Too much of that going on. 3:08 Eastern. Okay. So you're watching 3:08 Eastern time on Friday, tonight, this evening at some time. Watch for me. Watch for me. And watch for me and come see me, because we're going to give away a gift, a ribbon box gift tonight. What size board for the... It's a 12-inch board. I like those smaller ones. They still make a nice big wreath. And the box that I ship in isn't doesn't have to be huge, right? Now listen, I know you guys think I'm crazy when I'm talking. Everybody loves the pretty ribbon. Everybody loves the pretty ribbon. I am there with you. I love the pretty ribbon, but you need that not necessarily the main attraction, the pretty thing. You need that other counter ribbon. You see how well those pair together? When you have two ribbons that are like the star of the show, then something doesn't really get to stand out. This way, these leaves get to really stand out and be the star of the show, and everybody gets to see how really pretty those leaves are. And this gets to be there and be an attraction, but it gets to just highlight that pretty one. So, Marshmallow Man, Charlene. Huh. You gotta make sure you overlap those. You all are all used to making the big wreaths. I know, but you gotta overlap those wreath. What are they? That mesh. Tammy and I had a 2-hour meeting yesterday. 2 hours. And we're going to have a meeting every single Thursday regarding our event until the event. We have a list of things that we are doing, buttoning up, even adding. Of course, you know, Tammy and I are going to be adding stuff right till the end. I cannot wait. Oh no, Dawn. Okay, soon. It's okay. It's not going to be forever. It's going to be soon. You're going to be back to normal. You're going to be sitting at the craft table before you know it. Oh my gosh. I know I keep saying it, but I'm serious. I miss you guys so much. All right. Now, pulling these apart before you spread them apart seems to be a nice little thing I do, and it really helps get those ribbons to showcase. Oh wow, Susan. So Susan, she does a lot of that. She does a lot of the burning and the poly burlap. I do very few and far between. This cough is going to be with me forever. I feel like it's going to be with me forever. So I can see why she would be wearing some protection. Okay, so here we go. Look how cute. Hide candy corn behind yellow ribbon the other day, and oh my, Anita, did you like it or don't like it? It did not work at all. Okay, so our job now, I covered that frame. I did. I totally did. Our job now I have this big blank spot. That doesn't look attractive either, right? So we don't want that either. You don't want something to look like it wasn't finished. This would look like it isn't finished. So my MO, my design, my habit, pattern, whatever you want to call it, I cover the inside. And then the next number one thing, and so the number two thing I do is I want to cover all of those things, okay? So with the sign, I think it's 6 by 12. It's perfect. Is it 6? Yeah, 6 by 12. It covers 4 of them perfectly. You see how perfect that is? Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's perfect. Okay? It was frankly terrible. Because, well, they'll learn. And some people, I don't want to, I certainly do not want to say bad things about anybody's designing, because I know where I came from. But the reason I do it is so that you can really showcase, because look, when you overlap them, that bottom one gets covered some. And so I want the one that I like the most, usually that's the more expensive ribbon also. I want to see all my money, right? I want to see it all, right? And so that other one that's underneath kind of gets covered a little bit. So if the leaves were underneath and this pretty ribbon was on the top, you wouldn't see so much of that pretty leaf. So that's why I do it. That's right, to each his own. Okay, So that's going to be this, that's going to be this. And I'm going to put, I don't know. That wasn't going to really work like I thought it was going to. And I don't really want to do that. Oh, no. Okay. On the hunks, let me see behind me for a second. Hold on, hold on. I think I can use this. Hold on. I can use that. It's supposed to be wrinkled like that. Let me just see for 1 second. Without walking away. Oh, yes. I'll do that. It'll work. It'll be fine. It's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's all right. Okay. I'm going to take this ribbon that is supposed to be crumpled up. I forget the name for it. Dupiani, maybe? And I wasn't the only one. Ah. Oh, yeah. No, it's okay. Anita, you're okay. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. So I'm going to go here. We might change that as we go along. This is about 8 inches. And so this is like real floppy. Okay. It's a floppy ribbon. It's not, you know, it's not like real firm, right? So it's gonna be fine. I love all the coaches, but I think you are by far the best teacher. Oh, Susan, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. That ribbon could not be used with someone with OCD. So Robert, I do have OCD. I'm 100%. It's weird though, not everything, but you know, because I know it's supposed to be like that, then you know, I think that's why it's okay with me. But yeah, no, Anita, you're totally fine. It's totally fine. We're not talking. It wasn't bad at all. It's not bad at all. Okay, all right, then I'm just gonna see how it goes like this, right? It might not work out, but we're gonna see. And you know what? I'm gonna put that on the top instead. So here's how I'm gonna put it on the top. So these are kind of floppy, right? So I'm not gonna be able to put them in place and like let them stay on stay in a certain spot. So I'm gonna do that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. The only thing is, now here, you guys know I'm very, very particular, okay? I'm very particular. So here's the only drawback to what I'm going to do next. If you follow me, you know that one roll of ribbon is going to give me 2 pancake wreaths. So I have enough left here to do this exact same thing on another wreath, okay? I have enough ribbon here to do 12 more at 14 inches, okay? However, I'm going to use this in the bow, which I normally don't do, okay? I normally don't do. But I'm going to use it in the bow, which means what I have left here is not going to be enough for another wreath, okay? So in my mind, that changes how I price this, okay? However, if you guys went back and if you took the Mel's Method class that was like 1,000,000 hours long and we went over how to price in crazy detail, you know that I do, I price these at a certain price on purpose because I encompass all of the things, okay? So I don't have to price each one very, very specifically. I know that this style costs me approximately this. So taking that into account, taking that information into account when I'm going to use this ribbon here, right? I don't have enough left for the for another wreath like I normally would, but that's okay. And I'm just going to come up to this and make sure. This is very pretty because I don't know if you can catch that on camera, but if you move it a little bit, it kind of changes colors a little. Mel's Method class, yes. I'm a math nerd too, yes. I'm working on getting that one back up on my website, available for replay. I don't know if it's there yet. I don't think so. I am working on it in the background, pieces of it. Anyway, all right, so this one I'm going to do 2. Okay, I'm going to do 2 loops, and you'll see why. It is so pretty. I love the foil one. I love the foil. I love it in the blue, too. Whenever this foil ribbon comes out, I always buy a couple because it's super cute. And it's actually a very good ribbon, too. Okay. Take this off because I don't know where my thingies are. Add it on the top. Put that back on. So each layer is going to be a little smaller, little smaller, little smaller. Just a little bit. And then I think I'm only going to go with 1 little loop for this one. I think. Usually I do 1 more, but I just really want that leaf ribbon to really stick out. If I'm gonna spend the money to dive into the rest of that roll, right, so that I don't have enough left, I'm really gonna make sure I highlight it, and so everybody can see it. So I have a 4-inch, a 2.5 inch, and a 1.5 inch. A 4-inch, a 2.5 inch, and a 1.5 inch. That's what I got going on here. I'm going to pull all those down here, right where they belong. Hold on to my center. Now if you make sure you're hold on nice and tight, you'll be able to pull on that ribbon and make it do what you want it to. Super cute. Put that right in there. So the kids didn't have fun on vacation, did they? They had a great time. Addison's favorite part, which very much surprises me. First of all, both of them loved the, it's always their favorite part, the crab hunting. Uncle Damon introduced them to crab hunting the first year, and they are obsessed with crab hunting. So there's that, is always their #1 favorite part. They love it so much. Addison's favorite part was the pirate ship. That very much surprised me. I swear I did not think she was having fun. I was like trying to dance with her, and she was like the pirate was like talking to her and handed her a mop, and she just kind of looked at him like, what are you handing me a mop for? And Grace's favorite was his favorite, I'll fluff that out in a second. His favorite was the dinosaur golf that we went to one day, because it was raining. It rained every day. Oh, it only rained a little bit, but it rained every day. I'm just going to put 2 teensy tiny little holes in here right along that black line. It's not real visible. Gotta grab some wire. In this real fine wire. And run that through there. I'm really excited. We have, do you think it would look okay? How to do it? Yes, absolutely, Carrie. I use the pancake style for everything. For all of it, for everything. I'm going to show you, once I'm done here, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the side. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm really excited. We have all of our supplies in for our main make and take for the event in October. And so I'm going to be able to pull those bad boys out here pretty soon and play with them and actually put together the design. So everybody that joins us virtually will also get access to all the videos that we do. And so we'll be recording those ahead of time. Super cute. So our live streamers that are joining us virtually for the event, there will be 2 recorded tutorials for garlands. There'll be 2 recorded tutorials for Christmas trees. Lots of cool things going on. We have a very busy week ahead of us, or 2 months ahead of us. I'm going to challenge myself and do a pancake wreath today. Yes. Trina, I expect you to text me and show me a picture of your first one. Of course. It's a thin. Penny, I don't know what gauge it is, but it's thin. I should probably know what gauge it is, but I don't. And I had this little tool that would tell me, and I don't even know where that went. Alright, so one side, make sure I get that in there. This is going to be super cute. Super duper. All of the sunflowers that I had at the boutique have sold, so I have to make some more of those. But tonight we're going to try to do the fall brown and the fall plaid. Just here watching and listening, trying to make 3 witch wreaths. Oh, Brian! Brian, I'm so stinking excited. I cannot. I wish y'all could see, like, I'm not a good secret keeper, so the next 2 months are not going to be fun for me, but I wish y'all could, like, I wish I could take you along the journey, like the excitement, like this part. Oh, it's so fun. I love planning. Okay. All right, let's get this in here, nice and spread out. So cute. So this does really blend in, and this, I use this to kind of highlight this. I almost never, I do really try not to do this. I try, if I'm using a ribbon here, I try hard to not use the same exact ribbon. Sometimes it's a smaller inch, but I try not to use the same one. And I use the same one here, but I just love this ribbon so much, so it's okay. But I'm going to put it on the side so y'all can see what it looks like on the side, okay? Let's see. Let me show you. It's really, really thin. Super duper thin. Right? Super duper thin. But still really wide. So it is approximately 24 inches wide. Approximately 24 inches wide. And it's about Let me do my little special, my measuring here. Special little measuring. Oh, this one is about 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches in depth. So laying on the table from here to here, where that tip of that bow is. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. But also, I'm going to go back to remind you that now this really, really pretty ribbon that I believe, this one isn't cheap. This one isn't not one of the cheap ones. I mean, it's definitely not the, luxury ribbon. It's definitely not the luxury ribbon. We need Mel in the CCC. What's CCC? Creative Coaching Group. I'm in the Creative Coaching Group. I'm part of the Deco Exchange Creative Coaching Group team. What is CCC? Thank you very much, dear. Okay, so now remember, I can't use this. I mean, I can if I have another roll of the leaves in the if I have another roll of that, I can use it in another pancake. But what I have left here is not enough for another pancake, and I don't like to do that. But I think this is going to be really cool because what I did pull for it, or actually what I had on the table, I didn't pull it. I thought this was going to work, and it does not work. This whole background color, doesn't work for me. So, so I nixed that, and then I went back to this, which I think is really pretty. So again, you'll see me tonight. I am so very sorry that I've been away for so long. Life and family has definitely been different. And my uncle, my great uncle, technically he's my great uncle, he is also a published author. He is the most amazing man. He's very intelligent. He's very smart. He is very cultured. He played in a polka band. He wrote a book. He's in the Congress of, or he's in the creative, or the quote, what is it? He's in the something of Congress. I don't know. Anyway, he's this great man. After his daughter passed away, he and his wife both had strokes, and he is not physically recovered for them. And then after the strokes, of course, he had lots of falls and lots of breaks. So he is gone through a lot of trauma in his life. And Library of Congress, yes, that's it. And so we're working together and adjusting. Aaron has been a great help. He's been a great help. Let me get this off here. Plug in so I don't lose you. So I have a very important path ahead of me. The balance of life is sometimes not the easiest, but we are all going to get through it. I think the number one thing, when my aunt went in the hospital at first, I think the number one thing, as I was spending so much time down there trying to comfort and be and all those things, it was really just draining. And I know that you guys mostly know me as this upbeat person. I think you think me of me as that, and it was really draining. So it was a big adjustment for me personally. I obviously know it was a big adjustment for him, but we are getting through it. So my focus now, although he is still on the top of my list, along with balancing the kids and dance, soccer, gymnastics, basketball, and swim. All those. I really feel like a mom now. Oh goodness. Along with those, my focus is going to be on the Fill Your Creative Cup of Cheer event. Fill Your Creative Cup with Cheer event in October. Tammy and I are hosting. We still have 7 in-person seats left. We're really, really excited to be able to get to know everyone. We kept our audience to a very good size so that Tammy and I, along with Jordan from Designs by Jordan, Megan from Galvers Glue Gun, Lisa Kellum from Kellum's Creations. If you don't know Lisa, she is one of the first people who was, she had this, big following, and I was this little guy, and she was just like, come on, Melissa, it's okay, come with me. Like, she really, truly has been a huge inspiration in my journey. So Lisa Kellum from Kellum's Creations will be joining us on stage, as well as the sweetest Carrie from Hot Mesh Mom. I'm really, really excited. I cannot wait to get to see people and hug people. Your social circle will be swim, soccer, dance, gymnastics, basketball. Don't forget. Oh, your social circle will be swim, soccer, dance. Okay, I get it. Oh, Kathy. Oh my gosh. So, if you're interested in joining us in person and putting your butt in a seat and giving us hugs and being there to for the meet and greet and for all the make and takes and all the stuff, everything you can find on I know, Coach Mom, I know, Deanna, I know. You can find everything on sincerelycreativemom.com. If you're looking specifically for the in-person event, you can go to Mel's Creative Christmas. melscreativechristmas.com. If you're looking for the virtual side of things, you can go to melscupofcheer.com. So melscreativechristmas.com will be the in-person, and the virtual for you to have a front row seat. So let's say this. I was thinking about this last night as I was really trying to fall asleep. Aaron's away on a college weekend with his buddies, and falling asleep when I'm here by myself with the kids after creative coaching when I was in the basement was not easy. But I was thinking of this. If you're ever thinking about going to an event, of course we'd love to have you. But, there are other events that are going on throughout the year that, that you could definitely join. If you are thinking about going to an event in the future, not that one is the same as them all. They are very much all different. But if you wanted to get the feel for it, the idea for it, joining and watching us live stream would definitely be, first of all, you'd be able to see us and see how things are going and all the cool things that we have going on for our virtual people, but you get to see how an event goes, right? I had an event in October, in April, and the folks that came were, we were there for one day. It was really quick. It was a long day, but it was one day. And, everybody were friends, and now all of those people who got to know each other by name, and I see them talking here on, in the comments. It's the coolest thing. So if you get a chance to go to an event, even if it's not mine, or ours rather, it's a really cool experience. It's really cool. So anyway, that's what I'll be doing behind the scenes when y'all don't see me, taking care of the event, taking care of all the sports, and taking care of my uncle. All right, y'all. For now, I'm going to go. I will see you tonight. We'll be making Flower Friday this evening. We'll be giving away a gift of a box of ribbon. And don't forget, if you're on my text message list, that's how I will be selecting our person for our gift. So I'll see you sometime tonight. Don't know what time. But I'll see you. I miss you. I don't even want to go because I miss you guys. Aww. Brian Shook will be there. I know Gail will be there. I know Jill Sargo, Sarah, I don't know if it's how you say your last name, but Jill will be there. Meg will be there. So many. We have a special attendee guest. Susan, I'm not sure. Okay, let's see if we can say a time. Okay, I'm going to say, because I won't be able to text, because I just can't. It's a lot of money to text. Margaret, you're coming? Margaret, are you coming? Oh, no, tonight. You mean tonight. Margaret, don't play with my feelings. I have to get a witch done. Okay, tonight, let's say 9 o'clock tonight. Let's say 9 Eastern time. Let's say 9 Eastern time. When I'm hitting the thumbs up on Facebook, it's coming up as angry faces. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I'm going to try. Right now, I'm going to go get the kids from camp. We're going to do dinner, and we're going to start our slumber party. Because it's Slumber Party Friday. We do that. All right, y'all. Totally love you. I'll see you 9 Eastern